Hurry! It was supposed to be quiet. Now half the city is looking for you. Where is Ayula and Pavo?
They didn't make it.
What? My informants tell me there were no casualties or arrests. So where are they?
Julia, they're gone.
By Norgorber's blade, you've best stop playing with me, Punisher. Where is Ayula? And where is my brother? Lurikan?
We lost them. Both of them.
What do you mean you've lost them? Again, I checked with our informants. No arrests were made, and the thieves got away with the necklace. Also, no one was killed during the heist, so you tell me how you lost them.
We were running into dead ends.
From the start. I want to hear all of it, lest you try hide something from me.
We're not hiding anything. We climbed the wall near the temple gardens like planned. The caretaker was walking the grounds as expected. Your brother cast a spell, and the caretaker fell asleep. We took his keys and entered through the workers' entrance. A few guards walked the temple, but the shadows favored us, and we proceeded unnoticed. We reached the visiting priest of Abadah's room, and Ayula hastily unlocked the door. The priest was sleeping with the necklace on. I snuck over, and with patience, gently removed the string of diamonds from his neck and gave it to Pavel. It couldn't have been easier. From there, we went back towards the temple gardens. But the spell your brother had cast had expired, and suddenly we heard the caretaker yelling and sounding the alarm. Temple guards were all of a sudden blocking the exits, and we couldn't get back out the way we came. Still, we were unnoticed. But then we heard the priest of Abaddar screaming and yelling.
My necklace! I've been robbed! I've been robbed!
The noise from the caretaker must have stirred him from his sleep, and he of course realized his necklace had been stolen from him.
We knew it was only a matter of time before we got caught, unless we came up with something fast.
So we ran, the only way we could, downwards to the basement of the temple. It was here we found our only way out. One of the rooms contained a large wooden bath, and right beside it there was an iron grate in the stone floor, big enough for us to enter. With all haste, we removed the grate. Ayula took out her rope, and one by one we climbed down into the sewers below. Pavel was the last to come. He cast a spell and levitated down, bringing the rope and moving the grate back in its place.
So, no guards followed you into the sewers?
No.
Well then, what am I missing? You should have been safe then.
We thought so as well.
Would you stop looking at each other like idiots and tell me where Ayula and my brother are?
We continued on through the sewers, looking for a way up. But whenever we passed the sewer grate leading up to the street, we could hear the sound of the city guards, no doubt looking for us. We knew we had to get to the other end of the city before it was safe to climb up. But the sewers are a maze. I know parts of it, but after walking around for an hour, we found ourselves in a part none of us knew. Trying to find our way, we ended up walking into several dead ends. It was the 5th or 6th dead end we came to when...
When what?
A noise. We heard a horrible noise. Like 100 voices speaking in a mad language, all saying different things at the same time. We turned around and saw a horrid thing. It was a mass of eyes, mouths, and formless flesh. Its many eyes seemed to be staring in every direction, and its mouth kept on gibbering in that horrible language.
Ayula was closest to this thing. She drew her daggers, but the thing emitted a stream of green liquid that hit her squarely in the face.
I can't see!
She cried out. Pavel was nearest to her. He could have helped her, but he just stood there, looking down at the floor, babbling.
My brother wouldn't just stand there.
I know, but he did. And then the mass of flesh, eyes and mouths, it engulfed Ayula, burying her beneath its horrid mass. All the while, its mouths were chewing and eating her. It drained the blood from her.
I ran up to the thing and sliced it through with my sword. I would have killed most men with that attack, but this thing just flowed its disgusting mass together and moved forward. Then Pavel.
What about him?
I know you won't believe this, Julia, but your brother started attacking me.
Lies!
It's true. He seemed mad. Without warning, he started punching Luricon. You can see the bruises on his face. I called for Pavel to stop, but he kept going.
I was simply fending him off. I didn't understand why he'd do something like that. Worst of all, he didn't seem to care about that gibbering blob of flesh.
Not until it got a hold of him. All of a sudden, he looked as if he understood the danger, but it was too late. The mouths were already eating him and draining his blood. We couldn't help him. Luricon, let's go. We ran around the creature and down the sewers. We almost fell in the process. The stone it had slid over a few moments ago had been turned into a mud-like substance.
You left him?
I'm sorry, Julia, but you have to believe us. We couldn't help him.
What? Are you saying he's dead?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Julia.
I always knew I could lose him. We see it all the time within the guild. But not to some nightmarish creature. To a dark cell somewhere. Or the spear of a city guard. Or the blade of a double crossing. Wait. You said my brother had the necklace?
That's right, he did.
And I suppose this thing ate that as well?
I guess.
We didn't stay to find out. You can't imagine that horrid thing. It ate Pavel and Ayula.
And you ran?
Yes! We ran for our lives!
I'm not sure I buy that story.
What?
What? What do you mean? That's what happened!
Is it? Or did the two of you plan to sell the necklace yourselves, disposing of Ayula and my brother, making sure no witnesses were left behind?
That's insane!
More insane than the story of a mass of flesh, mouths and eyes, roaming the sewers, yammering ceaselessly.
Julia, how could you even think we'd do that?
Oh, I've been in this business long enough to know a backstabbing when I see one. To think I almost believed you.
Drulia, you're wrong! Drulia, please, no!
Benicia! Julia, we're telling the truth, please!
Sure you are. It all makes sense now. Look, my brother, he knew the risks. I'll mourn him later. Just tell me one thing. Where is my diamond necklace, Luricon?
But Julia, we're not lying.
Wrong answer.
What are you doing?
Well, you don't have it on you, and no greater amount of gold either. So, you haven't sold it yet. But then, where would you hide it? Your hideout? No, you're not that stupid. But where then?
In the sewers.
What's that?
In the sewers.
The sewers?
He was killed in the sewers. What we did.
Shut up! You will show me where in the sewers. Come on, stand up.
No, please. You shouldn't go down there. You do not understand the horror.
You don't understand that you are going to die just like her unless you find me my necklace. Now, move it.
No.
Greetings. Thank you for watching the Tower of Tomes. If you like the content, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. Also, please have a look at the Tower of Tomes Patreon page. There will be a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.